How do you live each day? What's your week? Do you have goals set out? Because I know you want fame, right? You want to be a musician and fame.
Oh, yeah.
And what do you want to do with that fame?
My goal with that fame is to attract other people that are in the same industry and open their minds. Because we all, whether we realize it or not, we all get stuck in these little bubbles.
We do. Absolutely.
You know, and it's not just, you know, the Selena Gomez's or the Justin Biebers, or, you know, I have the utmost respect for these people because they've achieved an enormous amount of success in such an enormous amount of time, and that's all hard work. You know, a lot of people would look at that and say, oh, that was luck. No, there's a lot of hard work in that.
A lot.
But we forget sometimes that it was hard work, and we forget that sometimes we're in our little bubbles. We're so happy in those little bubbles that we don't realize that there's a world out there that need our help. And we have a responsibility as people that are famous, as people that have power, as people that have success, to hand that down. You know, whether it's starting up a fund or where 10% or 1% of that profit goes to the next person. You know, whether it's you just creating awareness, it doesn't matter. But my dream is to inspire and motivate them to do their own little act of kindness every day. And I'm sure they do it, but to do it on a world stage is another story.
To help inspire more people to do it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And people, you know, people might ridicule it at first and say, oh, you know, they're just doing that as a marketing campaign or whatever it is. But you know what? As long as you know why you're doing it, and as long as you, in your heart, feel right about why you're doing it, then it doesn't matter what other people think. And eventually, you'll spread that message. And by you loving what you're doing and not worrying about what other people think, that's actually going to pass on. That energy is going to pass on to others, and it's going to pass on to people, and people will eventually see the genuineness in your face. They'll see the genuineness in your heart of what you're doing, and they'll feel inspired, and they'll feel loved, and they'll feel hope, and they'll feel like they'll love themselves. And if everyone loves themselves, then they'll give that back to the next person. Because at present, what we're doing to the world is we're not happy with who we are. Whether we realize it or not, subconsciously we're not happy with who we are. And up until 6 months ago, I wasn't happy with who I am. I wasn't comfortable. I wouldn't even wear my shirt above my arms, you know, because I was not comfortable with who I am.
What shifted?
I was talking about, you know, every time I would be in an interview or every time I would sing, I would spread this message that you know, be comfortable and be who you are and love yourself. But yet I would put my hand in my pocket and keep it there for the whole song. And I realized, hang on a minute, I'm a hypocrite doing this because I'm talking about it, but yet I'm not doing it. So I said, you know what? Stuff it. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to be free. Because up until today, I didn't love myself, and now I do.